Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well today. Today I'm just going to do a little like chatty get ready with me. It has been 1 year since I started YouTube and I'm probably going to put this video out in like a couple of days, but yeah, I'm getting ready anyway, so I thought I'd sit down and we can just have a little chat about the past year. Enjoying YouTube so much. I'm so glad I started it. It was something I wanted to do for such a long time and I just put it off because of time reasons or people's opinions reasons and like confidence reasons, but yeah, here we are a year on. I had a look at some of my previous videos that I've done yesterday and was kind of just going through that, which was nice. Yeah, and it's quite early. Just getting ready because I'm off to see my grandparents today and my auntie. It's raining though and I've never driven like in the rain properly. This is like my first winter driving and I've definitely decided I do not like driving in the dark and the rain scares me. I think I just don't want to drive 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour in the rain. But yeah. So I'm just going to get ready with me. I will leave all the products I use down below, but I'm not really going to mention them as I like go through. But yeah, I would love it if you can like and subscribe. It would mean an awful lot to me. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so actually I feel quite tired today. I stayed up quite late watching qualifying for the Austin Grand Prix. And then I caught up on Big Brother. But yeah, it's been a year. 1 year since I uploaded my first YouTube. It's really funny because I look back at that time. I was still living in London. My tiny little bedroom that I paid crazy monies for. I hadn't passed my driving test. Work was okay, but I was feeling like I needed to do more. I wasn't feeling like self-fulfilled, if that's like a thing. My biggest like fear in life is feeling stagnant and feeling like I've wasted time. And I'm sure that's a feeling that a lot of people feel, but there has been certain points in my life where I feel like I could have done more with my time. And I look back at that and I don't necessarily regret it because I never really allowed it to happen for too long and I was young, but I definitely know I don't want to feel that way. So yeah, I was just in a place where I hadn't moved yet. I knew I was moving and yeah, I was 2.5 stone heavier a year ago. I've lost some weight and I think that's just through having like routine, having a place to like properly cook that's mine, having just more time because now when I work from home I finish a little bit earlier, so I have time to go to the gym. I am an emotional eater. So when I'm stressed, I know some people when they're stressed or like feeling a bit unhappy, they don't eat. I'm the opposite. If I've had a bad day at work, all I want to do is go to the shop and buy like 2 chocolate bars. So yeah, so I'm in a better place like mentally. So yeah, I look back at that time and I just think, like I knew everything was going to get better. But yeah, I just look back and I think what's happened in like a year, 1 year, is crazy. Obviously, my YouTube has been, I've been very consistent with my YouTube. I look back at some of my videos and it's funny because I can see the confidence grow. And I guess that's just a normal thing. But like my first few YouTube videos, I'm talking very quietly. And I guess that is just something that naturally happens. The more you do something, the more confident you get. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm lucky to be able to have the time to do something like this. and it's nice and it's very rewarding looking back and like actually seeing what you've done in a year. I think it's very easy to get carried away with life and not look back or like think about, and it's hard. Like I've been in my 9 to 5 for 8 years and I look back at some of the stuff I've done and I've achieved, and it's quite hard to actually look back and actually see that. Whereas something like YouTube, obviously you can measure via views or how many videos you've put or how many subscribers. I've always been someone that never really focuses on the number. Like on Instagram, like if I want to post something because I think it's cute, I'll post it. If it gets 10 likes or 20 or 40, like I've always been quite lucky that that's never bothered me, because I know it does for some people, and like I can understand why. And again, starting another social media channel where like you are seeing people upload like 4 videos and they've already got like 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, I do think it's a little different to Instagram, like focusing on your like growth on YouTube, because I think you put so much more time in. Like with a picture, I just take a picture and upload it, but obviously with the YouTube you do sit down, you edit, you put a lot of time into like thinking about fun things to film. And so I do think it's not necessarily like watching the numbers, but you want it to do well. You want people to like what you're doing. So that's been, not, I wouldn't say it hasn't been a challenge, but it's been like a different, sorry, the light behind is like starting to like glow through. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it's been a challenge, but it's definitely been something that I've picked up on and like noticed that it's just been like an experience. I thought it'd be very similar to Instagram, and it necessarily hasn't. Zoomed you out a tiny bit, hopefully that helps with the light situation. But yeah, so there's been things that I've come across in my YouTube journey that I just didn't even like think about. Again, putting yourself online, putting yourself out there for people to have an opinion. But I think once I'd done it initially, I'd kind of got over that opinion. Isn't something that I even really think about now, which again I feel quite lucky about, that I can just kind of move on from things like that, because I know it can be like tricky. And yeah, I was looking back at some of my YouTube videos, and I've done YouTubes with my sister, I've done YouTubes with Liam and my friend Harriet. So I want to do like a few more like with my friends, because it's so nice to look back. And I do want to do a bit more vlogging. I vlogged my holiday with Liam, and sometimes I just watch it back to like reminisce. And I think that's really nice to have. So yeah, obviously I'm not like vlogging, my life isn't that interesting to vlog all the time, but like holidays, and I've got my birthday coming up, and it's like a big birthday, I'm turning 30, so I'm thinking I'm gonna vlog that week just so I have like things to look back on. Yeah, and I was looking back at videos, and I was actually looking back to, I do feel like my makeup has like improved a tiny bit. I feel like I've definitely got better with my eyeshadow, which has always been something that I've said I'm not the best at, but it's always something that I like give a go. My favourite video, I think it was, or my favourite look, I think was my Khloe Kardashian like inspired. I'll leave that linked somewhere, because I think my makeup turned out really good. And so yeah, I'm just, yeah, it's just been such like a nice creative outlet. And I just think it's always very easy to say like, oh, I don't have the time, or like, I don't have the equipment, or like even if you don't have a camera but you just want to start, like just get your phone out. Like phones nowadays are just so, they're good enough. I do kind of, now I've done it, I just wish like I'd done it sooner. Like when I first moved to London, I spent a lot of time going out, which I had a great time, had the best time. I spent the whole of my like mid-20s out and about, and don't get me wrong, I've got some amazing memories, but I just, now that I've done this, and I do love it so much, I just kind of think, imagine if I had started it then, how much fun I would have had, because I do think it would have been like really fun, but I didn't, and I spent all my money in bars in Shoreditch. There are a few videos that I look back on and I'm like, oh, I don't know, I feel like you can kind of sense that I'm like winging it, which I guess also is like fine. Like, why does everything have to be like perfect? I am like an absolute control freak. Like, any of my friends will like laugh because I have to have a plan, have to know exactly what's going on. I struggle with spontaneity. I struggle with going with the flow. Like, I don't go with the flow. There has to be like some sort of plan. And yeah, so I feel like some of the videos where I know I have kind of just like kind of decided that like when I've sat down, this is what I'm gonna do, or like the look that I'm gonna do, I feel like I can tell. I'm sure for you guys you couldn't, but yeah, it's funny to actually like see yourself back. I am moving flats again, but I am staying in Poole, so I'm gonna have a bit of a different background for the next year. I've moved so much in my life that moving to me is literally like second nature. Like, it's just part of being an adult. I envy people that have lived in one house their whole life, because that's not me. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a different background, which I hope is gonna be nice. I've actually really enjoyed filming in like the lounge at times. I think it's really nice to have like space, and yeah, I'm just excited to kind of just keep going. I still have like that like confidence. I've still got loads of ideas for videos, and yeah, I just think, and do you know what, I think it's really helped me with any, like, I have always been quite like a confident person looks wise. Like, I know I'm not the skinniest, I know I'm not like Victoria's Secret model, but I've always been quite lucky, and I have always like loved myself. I know that sounds like a bit cliche, but I've always been like lucky with that, because I know it's quite hard to sometimes. And don't get me wrong, I have down days, have shit days where I'm like, oh. And also, I've been overweight practically my whole life. I saw something on TikTok the other day, like, my Roman Empire is thinking about being skinny, and that literally I think about it daily, but I don't let it like hinder me. But yeah, so doing YouTube and kind of putting yourself out there, for me, it's made me more confident. I don't know how, but I think the fact that I've like chosen to put myself out on the internet, and I can like kind of look back at myself, and I don't know, it's just giving me this kind of like weird like inner confidence. I have like a minor lisp, and it's always been something that I've been very self-conscious about. No one really even notices it. Like, I say it to people sometimes and they're like, what? It's always been something that I have had a complex about. And doing YouTube has really just taken it away. Like, I don't even think of it anymore. Which I think is like a really good thing. You hear like how the internet can be such like a sad place. And don't get me wrong, like, I think if someone like trolled me, like, I would be sad, but the people can be like so mean, and people can have opinions, I guess. Like, I haven't faced any of that. But yeah, it's really helped me with some of the like small issues that I did have. I'm really sorry about this light. It's like early morning sunshine. So yeah, I feel like I've just had a really nice year. I feel like this light is really not great. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody. Like, I feel like in my first year I've had some like really popular videos, and I get some really lovely comments from like strangers, which are so lovely to read. And yeah, I've made some like online friends, which is always a plus. Like, meeting new people in today's day and age is difficult, so I welcome meeting like online friends. And yeah, and I think that's what I needed. I needed something that wasn't pressurizing. My job is quite stressful at times, and so I wanted something where like I wanted YouTube to be like a outlet for like de-stressing. And don't get me wrong, there's sometimes after I've done a full day of work and I went to the gym and I've cooked my dinner and if I'm busy that weekend and I don't have like a spare Saturday or Sunday, which is when I like mostly film, like there is that like but as soon as I sit down and as soon as I start filming, I'm like, no, I needed this. And yeah, it's just exciting. I'm excited to see where this goes, what the next years are like. I don't intend to stop, so where the next few years take me. And yeah, I think for the next year I just want to I do want to do some more vlogging. I do want to do some more like creative looks, something like I just love a glam. So my go-to is to like get glam, but I want to do some like the Kylie look I did where I had like bleached eyebrows. More looks like that, because that was like fun. So a few more like fun, and yeah, film with my friends, film with like the people that are around me. And I think the goal is to just really just keep at it. I think this is one of my favourite lip combos. The REFY lip liner taupe and this gloss from Beauty Pie, or to be honest, any kind of like brown gloss. But yeah, here I am ready. Like I said, I'd leave everything linked down below because I didn't talk through anything. But yeah, I know I just rambled. But yeah, just thought, again, I'm almost using YouTube as a sort of video diary, like, as well as obviously creating content for you guys. There's some things that I look back on. There's a video I filmed at the start of the year about some goals, and when I look back at that, I've actually like done a lot of it. And like I said, like vlogging a little bit more. Like, one of my goals for the year was to do more video content. I just think video, like, I know some people are so anti like technology and video and whatever, but being able to look back at stuff and like live that moment again, sometimes you can't do it any other way. Like, memories fade and your brain can only hold on to so much information. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody for watching. I know I have people that watch my videos religiously. Liam, my bestie, has been one of my like biggest supporters, so thank you, Liam, for just supporting me in everything I do. That's what best friends are for. But yeah, I love you. And yeah, I just feel like I've had a good year, and I do feel like YouTube has been a big part of that. Yeah, so I just thought I'd do a little chatty, get rid of me, to say thank you to you all and just reflect. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and there'll be a lot more videos coming and a lot of stuff to look forward to within the next year. But yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again super soon.